For sponsorship and vendor information, please contact Tanja Williams at tmwilliams@buffaloschools.org or 816-3702. My next guest is Chris Jacobs. Chris Jacobs is a board member for the Buffalo Public Schools along with the Joint Schools Construction Board. Chris and we had a great discussion over at school number 27 Hillary Park Elementary. Chris and I talked about the different MWBE businesses that have emerged through the schools project. This month we're starting something new with a minority business spotlight, and we spotlighted Lenny Johnson of L&D Johnson Plumbing and Heating. And one of the things I did ask him is what advice would he give to any new MWBE business that's just starting out. So I want to pose the question to you, being a board member of the JSCB, what advice would you give to those starting up a new business?
Well, two things. First, in terms of the trades, there is a great deal of opportunity for new people to come into the trades. And Simonelli has taken a lead on this to try to reach out to younger people to get involved in the trades. There's a lot of opportunity. A lot of people in the trades are retiring now, which is creating a real need. And there's a lot of projects going on in the city, Simonelli and the Joint Schools being just one. Secondly, the Joint Schools Construction Project is the most aggressive project in the, I think, history of the county in terms of goals for minority and women participation. So there is a lot of opportunity to try to begin a business with the Joint Schools Construction Board. There's a great deal of support to help nurture those businesses, to help them along the way with the contracting element. So make an attempt if you're interested, either first as an employee and working in a trade, or if you have a business and want to seek opportunity to contract. We are in the midst of construction, and one of the things we've tried to do is we have three phases. We're in our third phase now, right, going into our fourth, but we've tried to have them come one right after the other so we can continue these businesses to have, when they finish one project, to step right into another so they can continue to build their businesses.
Okay, great. Now you spoke about phase three. We're finishing up phase 3 now, and now looking for towards phase 4. Yeah. So what can the community expect of phase 4?
I think Simonelli is committed to this. The quality that they've done in the first 3 phases. We're excited about that, in addition to the fact that it got approved, because this takes approval from the state, and we all know the state is in a fiscal situation, but phase 4 is approved, so we will continue to go forward with several $100 million more in this phase, and then we'll hopefully have a 5th phase and have all our schools renovated at the close of that.
Okay, that's great. That's something great to look forward to. Now I'm going to switch gears here.
Sure.
A couple of months ago, you gave Buffalo Public Schools State of Address. I think it was in October?
Yes.
Okay, and we were over at the Performing Arts School, which is a beautiful school. The information that you conveyed was very incisive. You gave some very hard-hitting statistics. And I'd just like to go over some of the stats. You did a portrait of the district. A total of 35,000 students are within the Buffalo Public Schools district. It is the 2nd largest school district in New York State. It's the 7th largest employer in the region. 8,000 high school students, 27,000 pre-K through 8th grade students, and that's in comparison to Amherst School District, which is 3,000 students. And there's a total of 67 school buildings in the district. Now, like I said, I was there. You know, those stats, they do something to you. You know, when you hear it, and you think about this project and just the district overall, that's a lot to do.
Yes.
Those are a lot of children,
yes,
a lot of students.
Absolutely.
Just give, our viewers just a little bit of insight of other great statistics and points that you made during your address.
Sure. First, one thing I wanted to do, I reached out to people in the business community and others to come to this to learn a little more about the school district. I wanted to bring them to one of the joint school projects, and I brought them to Performing Arts, and everyone was just floored with the magnificent building, the state-of-the-art theater that we hosted it in. and the children who took them on tours themselves and were so proud of the school as their own, as they should be. So that, first and foremost, I think was the most important thing, to give the community opportunities to come into these schools and see that this is as good a school or better than other places throughout this county. But I also wanted people to know the magnitude of what we're dealing with, the challenges our children have in terms of their economic status, and also the challenges the district has in terms of, even though we have 35,000 children, we've decreased by nearly 10,000 kids in the last 10 years. And so what we're working to is right-size the district, as we've had to do with the city of Buffalo, which was 200,000 people more 40, 50 years ago. We're going through the same dilemma. So while we sometimes have to close the school, we're reinvested in creating these 21st century community schools. And that's what we'll have to continue to grapple with as we move forward. But I think we're doing it in the right way. We're trying to involve the communities, make decisions. But most importantly, we're seeing academic success. And we're tying the academic success with the new buildings.
That's right.
And we are making significant gains, especially in the early grades, which will bear fruit more and more. So we will see significantly higher graduation rates, which we all want to see as leaders in this community.
Right, right. Well, I want to be the first, and I'm sure I'm not the first, but I just want to thank you and the rest of the JSCB board members for such a great job that you are doing with all these schools. I mean, it takes a village. I say that all the time. It takes a village to make great things happen. And all you have to do is just look in your community. If you have a new school that's being reconstructed, you know, just take a look at what's going on. I mean, it's nothing but great things.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much.
Thank
you know
you
what,
very
though,
much.
before we leave, I just want you to have this chance to give any last, last comments about the school board, about the joint school board.
Well, I would just say that, and one statistic is that the City of Buffalo school system is twice the size of the budget of the City of Buffalo. It is the second biggest government entity in the county, second only to the county. But the most important thing, as our children go, so goes our city. If our children succeed, our city will succeed in the future. So be involved in whatever way you can as a parent or as a community leader, but be involved in the system because we all have a vested interest in its success.
Okay, thank you so much,
Thank
Chris.
you very much for the
Thank you
opportunity.
so much. I really do appreciate it. This is a wrap. This is our show for today. I'd like to thank my guest. I'd like to start off by thanking Mr. Darren Brown, new principal at Buffalo Academy for the Visual and Performing Arts. I'd like to thank Lenny Johnson of L&D Johnson Plumbing and Heating. And I'd also like to thank Carl Slitz, who is the project manager right here at Buffalo Public School number 27. You will see Carl next month. We're going to highlight this school next month for February, so be sure to tune in. Also, don't forget we are now on YouTube. You go to youtube.com, type in LP Simonelli, and you'll be able to view our past and current shows. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, let's keep making it happen.